That's what makes information so powerful is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I when I be like, uh, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, "Oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses." No, it's not.
That is a weird
It's
thing.
not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
What's up with it? BossMack podcast in full motion. Tapping in. I had to come in and speak on the Katt Williams appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. The Katt Williams appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. I must say it was a very surprising thing to see Katt Williams on Joe Rogan and to see Joe Rogan drop an episode straight to YouTube. Joe Rogan dropped straight to YouTube. I know his situation with Spotify done changed up, but he dropped straight to YouTube in direct competition with Club Shay Shay Rod, this motherfucker. I see you. I see you, Joe Rogan. And they had a very different conversation, very different kind of conversation, where the Club Shay Shay was full of war, Katt Williams declaring war on all the comedians, and while the Joe Rogan appearance was a sparring of intellect, of exchanging stories and scientific information I hope you don't know, kind of like type shit. But anyway, shout out to Katt Williams. He tapped into some Hollywood shit, you know what I'm saying? The essence of the sacrificing of the masculinity as you start to escalate up the Hollywood ladder and to touch big paper. Before you get there, you will have compromised your masculinity in a certain type of way to appease the demon Baphomet, the half man, half woman demon that wants you to kiss his ass in acknowledgement. That's all the devil worship ceremonies is you know what I'm saying. You got to do that. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's look at this little clip right here, man. I don't know if this gonna do as well. Excuse me. As Club Shay Shay.
That's what makes information so powerful is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, "Oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses." No, it's not.
That is a weird
It's
thing.
not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
They were successful, but some of them is weird now. I don't know. I don't like how Martin doing. What's the other one? Wesley Snipes. I don't know.
That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood
The
that
pattern.
things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And
Yeah, man. I remember back in the days, man, when I started really looking at philosophy books, man. You know what I'm saying? The BossMack used to go to the college library. You know, whatever college I was close to, Dominguez Hills, or if I was up in Northern California at Sonoma State, I go to the college library and I go to the philosophy section. And I just used to look up different philosophers. And as I looked at the section, as I looked at the section of philosophy, I noticed it blended into philosophy blended into religion and magic and psychology. You understand me? So then I found myself looking at some of the magic books, and right off the rip, it was a lot of these characters, Baphomet, all these different ones, man, and all the different, lots of stories, and you know what I'm saying, and a lot of stories was like, motherfuckers doing a ritual, not realizing how well it was gonna work, and when the demon showed up, it was some other shit. It was some other shit when the demon showed up.
so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future. And that somehow calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
The BossMack topsoil don't like eating bitches' ass. You understand me? Never. Never. You understand me?
Let's just,
God damn, we got some good weed, Cat. Jesus Christ.
it just must be the
I'm
weed talk.
trying to figure out how to jump in on that.
Right. Which is my only goal.
I always wonder whether or not all the stories in the Bible, it's just where we are experiencing it. Like the mark of the beast thing that we were talking about earlier. If that is not, I think if you had to tell a story for so many years
Yeah.
before anybody ever even figured out how to write it down, and you're telling a story about a civilization that allowed people to put brain implants in them, and then all of a sudden the brain implants were hijacked by machines, and people became just meat zombies controlled by corporations.
Is he talking about his boy Elon? It sounds like Neuralink, huh?
That would be the mark of the beast. That would be a demonic thing. If a demon tricked human beings into wearing a hat that turned you into a zombie, that demon would be like a famous character in books and folklore.
Is he talking about his boy Elon? Right there. It sounds like Elon. You can't say that though.
But that demon exists, and it's just technology. It just shows itself through this desire for the newest, latest innovations that are going to constantly fuel it becoming more and more powerful. Until one day it tricks you into letting it into its head, like a vampire. Like the vampire stories, you had to let him in, remember?
See, Joe Rogan went on one of his imaginative runs. He nice at doing that. Now watch that. Katt Williams counter.
That was the thing. You had to invite them in. And if you invited them in, you're fucked. But if you didn't invite them in, for some reason, they weren't allowed to kill you. That's almost like the story.
Thing, you have to be able to benefit from the zombie. Like, there's no benefit in that taken out of context. Like, if you're making them zombies so that they can mine for you, then there's a story of that over there. Like that's the whole thing, is when you look at these ancient writings, they're not saying like, yeah, so he was from another world, and we had to bring him our kids, and he would eat them in front of us. Like, they're not telling those stories. They're saying like agriculture and
knowledge,
literature and
cosmology.
Right.
Explain the origin of life. Yeah.
This was a very good episode. Many are comparing this to Club Shay Shay. But I just appreciate podcasting. You understand me? I love the podcast game. It's beautiful. And these two individuals, when they converse like that, they show us that everybody can't do it. You feel me? Everybody can't do it. I like podcasting, man. Is Katt Williams the number one comedian in the game? Is he the number one comedian in the game? I say his appearance here was more provocative than Dave Chappelle. But I love Dave. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. No disrespect. I got Katt at number one. Put up a 1 if you think Katt number 1. Put up a 2 if you think I'm tripping. Fuck with me now.